Who would have thought that Valkyrae, Cinna, and Emiru being harassed by a stalker live on stream will result in the internet being more divided than the Avengers during Civil War? It's really surprising how one stream made those girls go from beloved internet icons to despised crybabies. And this is why in today's video we are going to see how the Valkyrae, Cinna, Emiru drama divided the internet. But before you decide if you'll join Team Iron Man or Team Cap, let me give you a little bit more information on what happened. Valkyrae and Cinna were doing a Twitch marathon. For those who don't know what a Twitch marathon is, it's basically when a streamer is going to stream for 24 hours, a week, or a month non-stop. And during that stream, they were in a park in Santa Monica and everything was going pretty well. But at some point, a fan, or should I say a stream sniper, asked for Emiru's number and got rejected.
Yes, please.
Oh God.
Oh God, yes, that is. Can I sing for a change? A change for the better, as you would say?
Okay.
And the change would be for her number.
Oh.
If you'd like it, can I get your number?
I don't have a phone. I'm sorry.
Wait, put your number in mine.
I don't know how to use a phone. I'm sorry.
Wait, so I'm gonna keep following her.
Huh?
I'm gonna keep following her.
Not another one. No! You're gonna have to get in line. There's too many stalkers.
That's not how you really is.
Bro,
You already had a 1% success rate at raising up Emiru. And instead of maximizing your odds, you showed up with default settings. Bro was moving like a GTA side character. This is why some men shouldn't chase their dreams. But after airballing the ball like that online, you would think the man would stop there, because I don't know about you, but personally, the shame would be too great. But guys, do you remember what the man just said?
wait, so I'm gonna keep following her.
There are only two type of men that can say that, and belonging in any of those categories isn't a good thing. That's why, as a true villain, this man didn't come with one plan, but two plans. If the song doesn't work, free the monster inside of me. And he decided to drop the mask and basically went.
Now, I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
Hey, excuse me.
No!
Security.
Emily, no!
Hey,
Stop!
Whoa.
Let's fucking fight right now.
What?
Right.
Get away from
now.
Hey, what's going on?
Security!
He's harassing us.
What's going on? What's going on, man?
Right now. Kill you right now.
Fuck off.
Kill you right now.
Security, please.
Security!
1 minute ago, you wanted to wife you up. Now you want to give her a front row seat to the next Juice WRLD concert? Bro flipped the switch so fast, even Anakin Skywalker took longer to become evil. But after seeing those girls harassed by a stalker, you would think the internet, and not just their sims, but even guys like Myron, would have their backs, because we may all have different point of views, but we all have a heart. Well... But why so much hatred? To me, one of the reasons would come from the fact that the Amaranth drama happened around the same time. For those who don't know, this week Amaranth experienced a harrowing home invasion. 3 mass assailants aware of her substantial cryptocurrency holdings broke into her home while she was sleeping. And this was a terrifying event for Amaranth, because during the invasion, she was violently assaulted, she got pistol whipped, threatened at gunpoint to get the code to her cryptocurrency account. But surprisingly enough, the ones in danger were the invaders. You have some content creators that claim to be able to shoot with a gun, but her, she doesn't need to talk. She went Rumble mode and repelled the invaders, and she may have injured one of them. And I know this isn't a contest to see who had the roughest week, but what happened to Amaranth was 10 times or even 100 times more frightening. So in the eyes of the public, we have on one side a girl that literally clutched a 3v1 John Wick style, and on the other side, we have this.
Running and trying to get something out of his pocket. And like I said, like, you guys, when that clip cuts off, like, we had to run into a store screaming that somebody was going to kill us so that somebody would step in and let us in the back. And we were lucky that one of the workers, who was not like questioning us, actually like believed us, and he put us all in the back, and they're panicked. They didn't know what to do, so they tried to bring us behind the buildings to help us, but we didn't know where he was. I think when we went in the store, he backed off because it was a lot of people. And so we don't know where he was. We didn't know where he went, and we had to beg the workers to hide us because they kept trying to tell us that it's not their fault, but they kept trying to get us to go back around where it happened and saying that he was gone, but we said we didn't know if he was gonna come back. And so we had to hide in a shed for 15 minutes until the cops came.
For a lot of people, this was just an overreaction. You were in a public space with your camera on, not in a dark alley in the favelas. But do you have to live in Gotham City to feel threatened? And everyone is different. We all experience events through a different perspective. What can impact you might not impact me. And apparently there is more than what we saw in the clip. Just because Emiru pulled off a miracle doesn't mean everyone else has to meet that same standard. You have a higher chance of winning the lottery than seeing this happen again. So if we start comparing trauma like it's a high score leaderboard, we are gonna be here all day. However, despite all of that, there is one major detail that most other people and even I cannot ignore. You may have seen it in the clip, you may have not, but that detail is extremely concerning because now it leads to the question of where was your security?
Get behind me! Okay. Oh my god.
Kendrick,
Are we getting churros?
Kendrick, add it into the list.
Let's be real for a second. Valkyrae, Cinna, and Emiru are not your average Twitch streamers. Just on Twitch alone, they have nearly 3.7 million followers combined. But despite all of that, they still did an IRL stream outside with no security in 2025 in LA. I repeat, in LA. For people of their age and who are used to this industry, this is just irresponsible, borderline brain dead moment. You know you have some creepy fans that would go to the most extreme length just to spend 5 minutes with you. Your friend Pokemon literally had one of her editors smashing his meat to her. How can you go outside without any security? I'm not here to blame the girls because a stalker harassed them. It's not their fault. But unless you literally spawned yesterday,
it's an evil world we live in.
Bad things happen to good people. If you're not cautious enough, you'll learn the hard way. Here's an example for you. Imagine my mom tells me to not go into this neighborhood with jewelry because she knows I'll get snatched. And I go into this neighborhood with jewelry and I end up getting snatched. It's not my fault that there are thieves in this world, but I could have been more cautious. I could have gone into this neighborhood without the jewelries. This is the same thing. It's not their fault that they got harassed by a stalker. But at the same time, you can't overlook the fact that they decide to do an IRL stream without any security, without no one to protect them. If you want to believe that we live in the world of the Care Bears, then do it. But the wake up to reality is going to be traumatizing. That's why I have to agree that this was just stupid coming from them. And I feel like their laxity led to people revisiting the clips of the incident, and suddenly a new narrative was born. The Whatever podcast and Maron from Fraud and Froggy thought that this moment here was enough to shape the blame.
Can I be mean to him?
Yeah, you can. You have permission.
Yeah. I'll beat him if I have to.
Forgot we're in public.
No, I'll beat him.
At this point, you would think that everyone on Twitter has a degree in criminology because the way they find those new evidence is just mind-blowing. Just as you saw in this clip, instead of leaving, the girls stayed, let's say a few meters away from the stalker, and for some people, the girls were instigating for nothing. I was kind of reluctant when I heard that, especially when you see that Maron tweeted, and we know that this man wouldn't miss an occasion to push a woman under the bus. But after watching the clip, I would agree on certain things because if you see that this man is stalking you and can become a threat, you should maybe leave and not stay in front of him, especially when you don't have any security. And at some point, Emily asked if she could go and beat him up, and Valkyrae did give the green light, you know, mob boss Valkyrae. But without the full clip, it's really hard to tell because yes, we see Emily leaving, but we don't know if she actually went and threatened the guy or it was just a joke. But what really pissed with the whatever podcast, Myron and other people is the fact that you could have left the situation unscathed, but because you're naive, you thought that you could just pressure someone thinking that there wouldn't be any response. And once again, this is not your fault. This man is stalking you, but this world doesn't care that it isn't your fault. Valkyrae addressed the backlash, admitting that she never expected things to spiral the way they did. I'm pretty sure at some point it must have felt like the entire internet had turned against them. But obviously, seeing this wave of backlash, a lot of women started calling out misogyny, just like with this tweet. And I will summarize it for you, but if you want to read the tweet, you can. But basically what the person is saying is that no matter how a girl rejects a man, it's never good and there's always something to complain about, which makes it exhausting for women. And I won't say too much about that tweet because I'm pretty sure some men took this chance and just tweeted the most horrendous thing. But some of these takes were more useless than a life jacket at the Sahara Desert. I have lost interest in watching male streamers due to this marathon. They are not as entertaining and too chaotic for me. I just find women to be more relaxed and inviting. That's good for you. We don't care. That has nothing to do with the subject. It's like me saying, oh yeah, I don't like Cinna. I prefer Kai because he's more energetic. And he's a dude, blah blah blah. Who gives a fuck? Next time you want to cook, make sure you have the recipe, the ingredients, and that you can cook. Or this one. These women make in 5 minutes what you make in a month. And they're not even hard. How does this help the case? How does this change the fact that they were stupid to go outside without any security? I swear some people, they need to get their phones removed from them. At first, I wasn't even planning to make a video on this, but after seeing how a few missing details and one outside event managed to turn the internet into a war zone, I had to talk about it. But at the end of the day, they are not responsible for that man's action. But that'll be all for today's video, guys. Honestly, it's one expecting drama that just rip the internet apart. But if you like my content, don't hesitate to sub. It always makes me happy, and I know you love to make me happy and watch the channel grow. And if you like the video, don't hesitate to like, share with a friend. Were those girls too naive, or you can't blame them at all? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And now it's time for me to tell with whom I side, and I am